We are entering that blow off top phase for this cycle. Bitcoin has been hitting stage 4 and I think we are about to go a little bit higher before we need to have a look into tops. So we are going to need to be talking about that exactly because the data is currently aligning in the market. Need to talk about the interest rate cuts that we are about to get. Need to show you some data for this, but do not get fooled because this is about to be the biggest blow off top we have ever seen in crypto, where our altcoins will still explode. So a lot of things to discuss in today's update video. This video is definitely going to be an important one. Need to talk about what I'm going to be doing next with my trades and many more things. So as always, let's get started with a shorter time frame. And in a shorter time frame, Bitcoin has been perfectly breaking back to the upside like we have been expecting. We have been beautifully calling out the exact Bitcoin bottom again, where I've been flipping bullish at the exact bottom right over here, where we have been turning previous resistance into support. Many people have been calling me out, but I've been sticking to my word. I've been longing the exact bottoms, and right now we are bouncing back to the upside, breaking back inside of the range, and right now Bitcoin is starting to look great again. We are basically breaking back inside of this range, and since we are breaking back inside of the range, I do expect that the top side of the range will be getting hit fairly quickly, especially with the current data and the current news we have lined up. So more about that exactly a bit later. But yeah, Bitcoin is looking great. We have been lagging behind the stock market. We have been lagging behind the gold market. And right now, Bitcoin is just about to catch up, just like we have done during last year, during the last September in 2024, where we've also been lagging behind and we have just been catching up right after. On top of that, we've been lagging behind the global liquidity indicator, and I also do think we are about to catch up back to about 130k price region to catch up with a global liquidity indicator. On top of that, the September trap has been exactly playing out. I have been telling you this September dump is going to be a big trap for buying because eventually we are just going to be turning it back to the upside, especially in Q4. We have been seeing that shakeout, and right now we are filling up that CME gap above us, which is perfect. Bitcoin always fills up every single CME gap. Right now we have been creating a CME gap above us, and right now we are just in the process of filling up that gap again. On top of that, the hidden bullish divergence for Bitcoin is also playing out on the RSI indicator. We've been making a lower low, while on the price action we have been creating a higher low. So this is a hidden bullish divergence being created, and it is playing out at this moment. Now, having a look into some important data. Well, yesterday we have been having our PPI, which has been coming in much lower than expectations. The market reacted bullish on this. The market is still preferring lower inflation, and today we will get the CPI and the core inflation rate. So this will be very important to have a look into. If it will be coming in lower than expected again, just like the PPI came in much lower than expected yesterday, well then we can definitely expect some continuation and a further pump to the upside. I will be going live and stream this event, so make sure to tune in. It is 4:30 p.m. Dubai time or 2:30 p.m. Central European time. One thing that is pretty interesting is that during all of our previous CPI prints, we've always seen a dump right after. So should we be getting worried because of this? I'm not too quite sure, because yes, our previous data that we've been getting this month has all been lower than expected and has all been coming in better than expected. So potentially we are about to get another CPI print better than expected again, and then we can just be turning it around and just see another push to the upside, regardless of this historic fact that usually we have been seeing a sell-off. Now, yes, if we're going to be seeing these rate cuts, I definitely do think we can be going up a little bit higher and a little bit more, but I think this will be causing our blow off top. We are going to need to be talking about this massive, most important fact in this update video, because yes, I do think that Bitcoin could be going a little bit higher. I definitely do think everything is still looking very good. We are still long and strong. I mean, we have been long and strong literally the whole entire cycle. We've been bullish throughout the whole entire cycle, and I'm still longing the market heavily. Anyways, quick note, if you're going to be getting interested in trading yourself as well, check out this link below, because Weeks is going to be matching whatever you deposit with a free Ethereum trade. If you deposit 5k, you're going to be getting a free 5k Ethereum trade. On top of that, this link is also including a 30k deposit bonus and 25% trading fee discounts, which is making Weeks the cheapest trading exchange to be trading at. So make sure to check it out with that link below. Yeah, I'm still very bullish right now, and I'm still going to be expecting higher prices. However, I do think that we're getting to a point of this cycle where we should be getting and starting to get a bit more cautious, especially with what we are seeing right now, because we are about to see rate cuts. And if we're going to be having a look into 2019, we could be seeing a push further to the upside after this initial rate cut. A push further to the upside with about a 50% gain. But after that 50% gain, we've also come down with a 50%. And this part over here was pretty much the same exact situation where we're currently sitting at. Back at the time, arguably, we have seen recessionary cuts, and right now arguably we're going to be seeing the same thing again, where it's not going to be a normalization cut, but it's going to be a recessionary cut. And always whenever you're going to be seeing recessionary cuts, we've always seen bad stock market performance, and we have always seen bad Bitcoin performance. Back in 2024, arguably we have seen a normalization cut, and that is generally bullish, but now arguably we're seeing this recessionary cut, which I'm not getting too bullish on. Really, if we're going to have a look into this data and this fact is, well, history is showing this pattern. Whenever you're seeing a long pause and then sharp rate cuts, we always have entered recessions. And right now we're seeing the same exact thing. And I think we are about to enter a recession soon. Now, I've never been calling this out. I've never been talking about the recession coming up throughout this whole entire rally, throughout this whole entire trend. I've been bullish throughout the whole way through, but right now, only right now, I'm starting to notice that, yes, soon we need to sell off our assets, because soon, if we're going to be entering this next rally to the upside, we need to be getting cautious for a blow off top during this cycle. We've been playing this cycle absolutely perfectly, but only soon, in our last rally over here, I think we should be getting cautious and we should be selling off our assets. But that doesn't mean that we can't make a lot of gains still, because I think during this last part of the cycle, all of our altcoins will still explode. We're still going to be seeing the biggest gains ever being made, and the crypto market is getting ready for the biggest blow off top we have ever seen. But during this blow off top, we will still go up a lot higher, and we will still see a lot more gains. So this is very important to consider and very important to keep in mind. I still do think that the altcoins will see this massive push to the upside. That is why I'm still so heavily long in the market. And if you want to be up to date about that exactly, make sure to join my Platinum group down below. And I right now also have a limited group opened, which you can join for nothing. You can just join it completely for free right now by just clicking that link below. I'll share some additional alpha in this group, so make sure to be joining it. Anyways, if you want more additional alpha, then I would also highly consider joining the Platinum group. It only takes 5 minutes of your time, and then you'll get all of this alpha furthermore, because yeah, I've just uploaded my most important video in a long while in this alpha group, so make sure to join that Platinum group and watch that video. Now, anyways, talking about Ethereum, I think Ethereum will still explode during this last part of the cycle. We are just trading inside of the waiting room still. This is just the final consolidation until we're going to be seeing the final leg to the upside for our blow off top, for our altcoins, and for Ethereum. So I'm still long on Ethereum. I'm still going to be expecting higher prices. In a shorter time frame for Ethereum, it is starting to break out to the upside from this symmetrical triangle pattern that we have been creating. So this is also looking beautiful, and this is looking very good. ETH/BTC is sitting at this previous level of resistance, turning into support, and I'm still going to be expecting this further push to the upside. That longer term is still to the upside for ETH/BTC. We have been seeing a massive long-term pivot right over here, and I think we are in this markup phase to the upside. Now, talking about the altcoins, I still think altcoins will explode. I still think that during this last and final push that we're about to see for Bitcoin, I think retail is going to be returning, Coinbase ranking is going to be increasing again, and altcoins will be exploding during this last and final push. So I think Coinbase will still explode in terms of rankings. Bitcoin dominance will crash down a lot lower. Like we can see, the Bitcoin dominance is perfectly breaking to the downside, like we have been predicting. And having a look into the altcoin market cap, well, the total 3 is just about to see this massive breakout from this level of resistance. And very important to note about this breakout that we are about to get. I've been stating this. We are right now entering that beginning of the end phase where altcoins will explode. Altcoins will go parabolic. Bitcoin will just go a little bit higher, but this is the beginning of the end phase because we should be having a look into exits during this final blow off phase where everything will go parabolic. We want to be exiting the markets. So I want you guys to stay level headed. I want you guys to realize this. Whenever we're going to be seeing this massive push to the upside for the total 3, we're going to be making the most amount of gains and we're going to be getting insanely rich. But during this last phase of the market, we want also to be exiting the markets because it's not going to be lasting forever. Nothing good lasts forever. Now keep in mind, these are going to be all of the altcoins that I'm going to be accumulating now. Yesterday I've been posting this insane thread talking about all of the altcoins I currently like, so make sure to have a look into this thread, bookmark the thread over on X, and then yeah, these are all of the altcoins I'm currently accumulating. I've put a lot of time into this thread, and let me know in the comments down below if I should also make a dedicated video talking about this thread and giving even more information about all of these altcoins, why I'm currently liking them at the current levels. Anyways, guys, with that being said, hope you enjoyed today's update video. Hope you found this information helpful. If you did, make sure to share it with your friends, like the video, and guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.